Okay, friends, so now it is time for math. I have given you this page for today. So remember, we are on the number 23, and we're going to actually do this page together. Okay, so here's our number 23, and then we have our 30 frame. Okay, 10, 20, 30. So we have 30 boxes total, but we have 23 dots. Okay, so the first thing we're going to go ahead and do is we are going to do the even or odd. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and break even or odd down for you. So remember, when we have an even number, we have the numbers 0, 2, 4, 6, or 8. And if it's an odd number, we have 1, 3, 5, 7, 9. And we are looking at the number 23. So reminder, we talked about this in class. We have two numbers here in 23. We have the 2 and we have the 3. So it's a double-digit number. And when we're looking to see whether it's even or odd, we are always going to look at the second number. Okay, so where does my 3 fall under? Is it under odd, or is it under even? I'm going to give you a second to think and find, is there a 3 here, or is a 3 somewhere over here? So I'm sure most of you have already said that it's odd. So you're going to go ahead on your paper and circle odd, which is spelled O-D-D. So odd should be circled. Okay, so odd, O-D-D. 23 is odd. Okay, so now we're going to go ahead and do our bubbles. So we have our 23 and then we have our 2 blank bubbles. So I need you to go ahead and put the plus sign in between the 2 blank ones. So your plus sign is there. Okay, I'm going to give you a second to do that. And then when you're done writing the plus sign, touch your nose, so I know that you're ready. Okay, perfect. So we're going to go ahead and move up to our 30 frame. Okay, so I'm going to count. I know that I have 10 here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then I know I have another 10 here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And here I only have 3. So I only have 3 dots. 1, 2, 3. Okay, but I only have 2 bubbles. So we're going to have to make only 2 groups, because right now I have 1, 2, 3 groups, but only 2 bubbles. So what we're going to do is we are going to add 2 of these groups. Okay, so, but we know our first number is going to be 10. So go ahead and write 10 in your first bubble. So you should have 10 there. Okay, and then we're going to go ahead and add 10 and 3. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So if you remember, 13 is a 1 and a 3. So you're going to go ahead and write 1 and 3, which is 13 in that second bubble. So your page should look like this, your bubbles. So 10 plus 13 equals 23. Okay, we're going to go ahead and do our 1 more plus 1 and our 1 less. Okay, so don't worry about writing 23 plus 1 or 23 take away 1. Miss Lila will do it, and I just want you to watch, and you're going to write in the answer. So I am going to write 23 plus 1 equals, and then 23 take away 1 equals. So that's what Miss Lila has. Don't worry about writing it. All we're going to do is write the answer, or all you're going to do is write the answer. So then I'm going to go ahead and flip my page over, and I'm going to write a number line for you, because remember, this is how we solve this in class. So I'm going to start my number line at 20, and then 21, 22, 23, 24, and I'm going to end it on 25. Okay, so here's my number line. Okay, and since I'm on number 23, I'm going to start there. So I'm going to draw my dot right here on 23 so that I know that that is where I am starting. Okay, so what's the rule when we have the plus sign? Is the number getting bigger or is the number getting smaller? Some of you know this answer, some of you don't. So I'm also going to give it to you in my candy example. So let's say Miss Lila has 23 gumballs in her hand. Okay, let's pretend. So I have 23 gumballs in my hand, and you give me one more. So give Miss Lila one more. Put it in my hand. Perfect. Do I have more gumballs or do I have less gumballs? Okay, I want you to think about that. And those of you who said more, good job, because I have one more. You gave me one more. So that means my number is going to get bigger by 1. So I'm going to go ahead on the number line and I'm going to jump from my number 23 one time over. And that means 23 plus 1 equals 20. Where am I here? 24. Okay, so that's what we're going to go ahead and write on the front of our sheet. So I'm going to write 2 and a 4, which equals 24. So there. Okay. But now what I'm going to do is now I'm going to go back to my number line and take away. So don't worry about flipping your page over. Right now you're just paying attention. Okay. So I'm back to my number line. Okay. And I have to go back to 23. Okay. So 23 is our starting point. But now we're taking away. So remember, take away is different from when we add, or it's different from when we have the plus sign. So Miss Lila, again, I have 23 gumballs in my hand, so we're pretending. They're super colorful and they're different flavors, and I have 23 of them. And then you take one away from my hand. So go ahead and take one. Okay. Now, do I have more gumballs or do I have less gumballs? Okay, I want you to think about it. Okay, and for those of you who said that I have less, you are correct. So you took one from me. So that means I don't have as many as I have. So I'm going to go to my 23 and I am going to jump back one time. So let's jump backwards. And now that means Miss Lila only has 22 gumballs. Okay, so we're going to write 22. So remember, 22 is a 2 and a 2. So we're going to write 22 in our second box. Okay, and now your job by yourself is to go ahead and do the tracing of the numbers and then write the number and then trace the word 23. And when you're all done with that, you can go ahead and color your picture or your big number 23 and the word 23 up here. Make sure you go ahead and snap a photo and save it so that, again, mommy, daddy, or you can go ahead and send it to me at the end of the day so that Miss Lila can mark you here for attendance. Okay? And if you have any questions, make sure you ask. And before we leave, I'm going to show you this cool little video that I found.
Count by ones, starting at 19, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23.
1919, 1919, 1919, 1919,
19.
20, 20, 20, 20, 20, 20, 20, 20, 20, 20.
20.
21, 21, 21, 21.
21.
22, 22, 22, 22, 22.
22. 23, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23.
10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10.
10
Plus.
plus
13, 13, 13.
13. 10 plus 13 equals 23. Touch the monster's eyes to wake it up. 10, 20, 21,
Oh,
22, 23.
23.
Francis is happy. He gets to wear the number 23.
Okay, friends. I hope you enjoyed that as much as I did. And I will see you soon for our sight word video.